Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, you're continuing the journey of X-Men Evolution. This is Season 2, Episode 12, Mindbender. Now, when I saw that title, I was thinking, okay, this could be referring to a X-Men, potentially Jean Grey, Professor X, or possibly it's probably referring to a villain. Maybe. I don't know who, though. I'm trying to think, like, Mindbender, like, I don't know, but see, I like the titles of X-Men Evolution. Like, some of them are very obvious in terms of what they're referring to. Like, even though last week's episode was like Project Rebirth or Operation Rebirth or whatever last week, which was the Captain America episode, even though that title was referring potentially to something else, like, I really didn't know what it could be referring to exactly. And then it referring to Captain America, I'm like, holy crap, okay, this makes sense. I don't know if they've ever called it that in the comics, but it makes sense in terms of Operation Rebirth or whatever, basically rebirthing Steve Rogers. I didn't like the fact that he didn't talk, but everything else was great. His design and everything is really cool. Seeing him and Wolverine working together back during the war and all that, it was really cool to see that. So I don't know what to expect. I'm really enjoying Season 2. I love the fact that we've now gotten past the Season 1 thing of introductions and everything. We're still getting introductions to new characters in Season 2, but we don't have to deal with that with every single character. Now we can just dive into storytelling and everything and kind of push forward and basically grow these characters as we're continuing with the show. So let's dive in, guys. Season 2, Episode 12, Mindbender. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's go. Oh, Jean. Okay. That's not creepy at all. This is not good for kids that hate clowns, you know what I'm saying? I'm only pausing because that was such a creepy and uncomfortable opening that I don't blame any little kids who were watching this for the first time when it was airing on TV or whatever and being freaked out now by clowns, because that was some messed up shit.
I wonder if it has any significance.
What,
yes,
that?
it does.
It's nothing. Just a toy Jean won at the carnival last week.
Circus.
Hey, Duncan, is Jean over there? Listen, have you seen Jean around?
Calling everybody. If Jean was in a record store, then I think she would tell somebody. She's in that Jack in the Box. I think she's inside it or something. Guys, come on. This is not going to end well. It's not going to end well.
You can't handle the danger room.
No way. If you
No
can't,
way.
I can. Sorry, Jamie.
Yeah, she was in here. When? About 4 this morning.
So she's using her powers?
Most decidedly.
Oh, shit. What is she doing? She's under mind control, obviously. Oh, she's stealing some shit.
The jet's prepped. Let's go.
You idiots.
The other X-Men make it look so easy. It's cake. We rule.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god. He's an ass. That kid is a fucking ass. I get it because they're pieces of crap and they left him, but yeah.
Let's get him.
No. You didn't think that through, did you?
Identity confirmed. Welcome, Jean Grey.
Jean's back.
Security system is disabled.
Jean, what are you...
Putting him back to bed. Okay. Still under mind control, obviously.
Jean, she was here, and now Kurt's gone.
So this Mindbender is taking multiple now.
We got a match on one of the face recognition scans.
They're going to a bank now? Oh my god. The cat's like, what the hell? They're just floating along. That's why I need a Nightcrawler to get inside.
Jean, it's us. Take it easy.
It's not them. Oh my god. They're taking the chance. laying back down in the fridge. Holy shit.
Jean, she's here.
Taking him instead? Took both of them, okay. My god.
Is that the guy you saw on Jean's head?
It is.
The mind-bending mesmerer. He was in Bayville last week with that circus of mystery.
Then we need
Okay.
to attend the next engagement.
Just landing on the
Go
roof.
Amber Alert. Something's going down.
This is really bad. Oh my god.
What are you doing here?
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Intruders
Simple.
on level 8.
Here's the problem. They're all going to now talk about these people with abilities and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a crazy episode. I wasn't I didn't know where it was going to go.
About time. We aren't exactly dressed for socializing with the general public.
That's true.
That's okay.
Oh, I like that. It came from the like, dark clouds. That was a cool shot. Liking some of the visuals of this episode.
With a mutant named Mesmero.
That sounds familiar. It does sound
I like
familiar.
this.
Starting to rain. Yep. Make it more epic. We haven't seen him in combat besides when he was turning. He's not really dangerous. I mean, oh Jesus Christ. What the fuck? What is that design? Jesus. Eat mud. My God. Should have stopped shooting your lasers. Your beams.
Ah, twerp. You know I could never hurt you.
They had to hurt.
This is why I don't like to play nice.
Really?
Oh, no, you don't. This ain't gonna be easy on either of us.
Damn, that shit.
Mostly you.
You may have been able to control their minds, but can you handle mine?
Exactly. It's too much for him. Maybe? Really?
Whoa, what's going on? How do we get here?
Gone.
Hey, where'd he go?
I like that she
All right.
used
Did
her
Mesmero
powers.
hurt you? There was someone else pulling the strings. A mind more powerful than anything I've ever encountered.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
The first door has been opened. I await your instruction on the location of the other two keys. The world will once again tremble at the presence of Apocalypse.
I knew it! Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh shit. Yes. That was amazing. It didn't click until he started going into the mountain, and then you see like this like kind of ancient Egypt type setting inside the mountain with like these different statues and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, we're teasing Apocalypse. I was so right. I was like, oh my god, wow. I didn't even think about like in terms of like these ancient, like they said what it was, but these ancient rings, it just didn't click until we were in that room and Mesmero was like, I've done what you said. And I'm thinking, are we gonna hear his voice? And we didn't. He's hearing the voice of Apocalypse, but we're not hearing it yet. But Apocalypse is using Mesmero to use others to get what is needed to unlock the doors to let Apocalypse out. So apparently he was buried deep within this mountain, and Mesmero was using, of course, the mutants from the X-Men to get the 3 rings, and using them effectively, I will say. Now, I love the reveal at the end, because my honest first thought was, when this episode, what I thought was ending when Rogue used a part of Jean's powers that she had when she touched her or whatever, ripping that whatever structure from the circus down that he was in, and he's gone. I thought the episode was going to end pretty quickly after that or whatever. And but we kept going, right? We kept following and where he was going. I was honestly going to say Mesmero, like he really wasn't in the episode, like whatever. But now there is much more at play here. There's a plan here, okay? There's a reason why he wasn't really shown. It was all a means to an end, because what we're really getting to is not Mesmero. It's actually Apocalypse, which I think Mesmero was from the comics, I think. But when I heard the name, like, oh, okay, that sounds familiar. Maybe I'm misremembering something, but regardless, it's pretty fucking cool. So, they apparently went to the circus, which we never saw in the episode, by the way. Jean had a Jack-in-the-Box, but at first she was having this nightmare of clowns. And I think that wasn't so much Mesmero. I think that was probably just her having a nightmare and she doesn't like clowns. She was at a circus, so she's like freaking out or whatever. Or she was just having just a memory thing. I have no idea, but some pretty creepy stuff at the beginning. Then she gets mind control. I'm thinking she's in the Jack-in-the-Box. I'm thinking that she was sucked in. She's some sort of reality thing. No, she's actually under some sort of mind control by Mesmero, and she gets on a train. So it's like she can use her abilities to fly or float or whatever, but instead she's like taking planes, she's taking trains, all that kind of stuff. So she goes and steals the first ring. Cop car shows up, she throws him like nothing, but I love the visual of how they do it, because you see the cars pull up, but instead of her like throwing them, then you see them fly from the road to one in the tree. I think one was in the fountain or whatever. I think there was a fountain. I think maybe, but anyways, I'm pretty sure it was a fountain. But you hear it as the camera, well, I say camera because it's hand drawn, but like I'm talking like it's a camera. You focus, and then you're shifting, and then you see her walking away, and then you see the cars. So you hear the sounds of them flying or whatever, and the crunching and everything. So she's like, nothing. She goes right back to the X-Mansion after they're trying to find her. She goes and takes Nightcrawler. And then they go into that bank and that vault. And then there's the second ring. Now, this is where they really highlight how powerful Jean is. Well, obviously, Wolverine and Cyclops, they're not prepared because, well, Cyclops even runs into Jean when she comes back. And then she floats him back to bed. So Mesmero wasn't trying so much to hurt them until the end of the episode where they're actually at the circus. He's just like, okay, you're in the way. I'm going to use Jean to get rid of you, essentially put you to sleep, and then put you back in bed and everything. So he wasn't really trying to hurt anybody necessarily. I mean, he's bringing forth Apocalypse. I mean, it's death pretty much to everything, right? But you get what I'm saying. At this point, he wasn't really trying to hurt the other mutants, because he could have easily had Jean kill Scott. Obviously, that wouldn't happen because this is a kid's show, but just put him to sleep and put him back to bed. So take Nightcrawler, and the reason why, because it's in a vault, so they use his abilities to get both of them through the actual vault itself, because they don't have the combination. And the way they're floating above the cameras, that was a cool shot as well. And then they get the second ring, not third ring. Then the third ring, they get both Spike and Kitty. Not sure why, but they get both of them. Now, I've not really talked much about this because honestly, he doesn't really get a lot of focus that much. I mean, he's had a little bit here and there. But I feel like Spike, I don't really see a reason why he's in the show. I get the connection to Storm and everything, and like their actual blood like relation and all that there, and how Spike is a new kind of kid going to the X-Mansion and all that kind of stuff, kind of like how some of the other characters were in season 1. But I don't know. I will say though, when they're in that final sequence there where they're fighting or whatever, when he has all those spikes on his back and stuff, that was interesting. I'll say that. But I feel like, Spike, whatever, But we see all that kind of go down. They take the third ring of force. They're attacking all those damn guards. I'm thinking those guards have to talk, right? Because they see all these different abilities of like just like swaying the air as Jean does. Like she's using her abilities, but to them, she swayed the air and they flew back. And then of course they were on the rooftop and all that stuff that went down. But he threw all the spikes at them. It's like you would think they have to talk. Word has to get out that there was an attack on this museum, and oh my god, there was all these like people with powers or abilities or some weird shit was going on. I would think they would have that being out there in the open. I would think. When they're actually at the circus scene, I think that the visuals there were really cool because the opening with the clowns and everything, that was a great visual thing with all the darkness and the really creepy looking clowns and how they're hidden in the shadows and everything and the raining and everything. It's all worked out. And then they did that kind of here where it's not raining yet, but the wind is blowing. You see all like the different stuff at the circus blowing all around and stuff, and all the fabrics and stuff that are holding the tents or whatever. That's what they pretty much are, these giant tents. And the way it is like these dark, really dark, like stormy clouds, and then the X-Jet just floats down from it. That was a cool visual. And then seeing the tent where Mesmero's in, you see the shadow of them standing there. I like the visuals of that too. And then it started raining, of course, when they started getting into the fighting where Kurt was fighting Beast and everything. And that was cool to see Beast do some maneuvering around, because really since his introduction earlier this season, well, not his introduction officially, but when he was really focused on in an episode where he became Beast, we haven't really seen much of him using his abilities per se, and him being really acrobatic and everything with being Beast. So that was cool to see that. And obviously Wolverine didn't want to hurt Kitty, and then she kicks him in the leg. I'm like, is she gonna kick him in the balls? I'm like, no, this kid's show. So it made sense it wasn't kicking the balls. Like, that would have been really bad, but it would have been funny. But he's like, of course you had to do that, because he didn't want to hurt her. He didn't want to hurt her, you know. And just seeing all that kind of go down. And two, where Mesmero and Professor X, I almost said Patrick Stewart. I was thinking Professor X, Patrick Stewart. But they had like a mind thing going back and forth. And that's where he realized there's something else at play here, but he doesn't know what. And I think, okay, so a mind. I'm thinking, a mind stronger than he's ever faced before. I'm thinking, it didn't really click to Apocalypse at that moment, but it's like he knows something's going on here. Mesmero is not the actual real villain here per se. It's actually something bigger than him. So that was a good little reveal there, a little moment back and forth between them. Because we didn't, like I said, we didn't see Mesmero much until the ending, where he's actually using the key with the rings to open up the first of 3 doors, it seems. I think there's 2 more. He said has to go. So there's more to come. So Apocalypse is coming. That's exciting. That's really exciting, because you know, that is a game changer, you know. And I really hate the fact I'm going to talk a little bit about Wolverine and the X-Men. It's the season 1 finale, spoilers. So if you haven't seen Wolverine and the X-Men, I'm going to hold my hand up and talk a little bit of spoiler, and then, you know, then you can come back when I put my hand down. I'll talk I won't be talking spoilers for Wolverine and the X-Men, the ending of the show, which is season 1, unfortunately. There's no season 2. So spoilers. 3, 2, 1, you better be gone. Wolverine and the X-Men teased Apocalypse at the end, the very end, and we never got to see him. So I really hope Apocalypse is in this, because I really wanted to see Apocalypse from Wolverine and the X-Men, and it's unfortunate we never got to. I'm trying to think, maybe did we see Apocalypse? I know we saw him at the very ending, but there was like a new timeline and everything. There was a lot of stuff going on with that. I think we did not see Apocalypse till the very ending. But anyways, that's the spoilers. So we're back now. We're good. No more spoiler talk for Wolverine and the X-Men. But I really hope we see Apocalypse. I really hope this comes to fruition. I know we have 4 seasons, so I'm assuming we will see Apocalypse, but I don't know. Just hoping that we do, because that was so cool. I love that reveal. It was such a great reveal after all that build up and everything. But it was cool to see that. One final thing, seeing the newer recruits, if you will, of the X-Mansion going to training, and then multiple, or what, it was not duplicate, that's Invincible, but multiple. He was in there fucking messing around or whatever when they thought, oh, we did it, we're done. And then he said a whole bunch of shit after them. It's because they treat him like a little kid and they don't treat him right. And I feel like that's not fair, because, you know, he's trying, you know, but he wants to be a part of it and they don't want him there. And so seeing them use their abilities was cool, but then they got their asses handed to him and he was just like, I'm like, dude, this kid's evil. This kid is so evil, but it was funny. It was good. So overall, this was a really good episode. I really liked the mind control aspect. Of course, the big reveal at the end, it was really cool to see that. And I can't wait to see what that means for the future of X-Men Evolution, because to me, this is a game changer for the show, in my opinion. Apocalypse is coming. That's exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.